Hey everybody, Sean here from Somm Wine Club, and I have got some wine for you. This is the 2020 Bodega Colomé Estate Torrontés from Salta in Argentina, part of the August 2022 Somm Wine Club box. Now, Torrontés is a grape variety that maybe not as many people are familiar with. It belongs in the same family of aromatic grape varieties as things like Viognier, Muscat, Gewürztraminer. These really heady, floral, intensely aromatic varieties that can sometimes be a little bit divisive. Either people like the smell or they really don't. Bodega Colomé is one of the top producers of Torrontés. Torrontés is Argentina's signature white grape variety and almost exclusively grown in higher elevation vineyards in the Salta region in the north of Argentina. The vineyards for the Bodega Colomé or Torrontés are at 1,700 meters above sea level. Now, to put that into perspective, the highest peak of the North Shore Mountains is 1,788 meters above sea level. So you have to think they're making wine on a high altitude mountain plain, basically at the top of the North Shore Mountains. Now, in Argentina, that's actually not that high because the Altura Maxima vineyard, also owned by Bodega Colomé, pardon me, at one point was the highest vineyard in the world at 3,111 meters above sea level. It's astonishing that wine can even be made at that altitude. And there is particular challenges involved with making wine at super high altitudes. Being closer to the sun, you have really intense sunlight, intense UV radiation, and so the grapes react differently. They actually thicken up their skins. You get a little bit more concentration in the skin to juice ratio, and so really concentrated flavors. And you see that reflected in the wines that they produce. Bodega Colomé was purchased in 2001 by a Swiss businessman from the United States named Donald Hess, and he's really been credited with increasing the international reputation of Bodega Colomé. But the winery actually started in 1831, and they've been making wine in the Calchaquí Valley in Salta in Argentina since that time. Let's taste it. It smells like someone has just heaped a whole bunch of really aromatic white flowers and citrus right into your face. It's like mandarin, tangerine, jasmine, gardenia, like these white flowers. It's got a little bit of like a riper kind of grapefruit, like sweet grapefruit character to it. But it's so fresh. It doesn't smell like soapy or too perfumey. It's just really fruity, really aromatic. It's got almost like a little bit of like a Five Alive, like mixed citrus juice character to it. It's not even all that light. Like, you expect a wine that has this level of florality and citrus character to be kind of sharper and tangy. And this isn't. It's a little bit broader. It's got a little bit more texture. It's got some roundness to it. Even though this is done in stainless steel and is bottled basically 2 months after harvest, it still has like a wonderful kind of dynamic texture to it, and it spreads out in the mouth rather than just being all about kind of sharp, crisp acid. Acids are a little bit softer here. They're not quite as tangy, but super refreshing and really kind of lifts up that floral character with just a touch of fruitiness. Totally dry. I'm not talking about sugar here, just talking about fruit concentration and ripeness. Now, this is not a wine that you need to age. It's already at 2020, which is perfect time for right now. It's still got tons of youthful freshness to it, but I don't think that this is a wine that will benefit from additional aging. You want that fruit, you want that floral, you want that brightness in the wine. So drink this one young. Drink it now while it's energetic and bright. and pair it with something that has an equal amount of energy and aromatics. Because the acids are a little lower and they're not quite as tangy, you want to steer away from things that are really quite fatty. So think like lighter dishes with aromatic spices, like Thai, like doing cod with a like coconut curry, where you get a little bit of that fattiness, but not as rich as cream or heavy butter or anything like that. You throw in some ginger, some fresh Thai basil, and you really kind of highlight some of the bright floral characters of this wine while playing off of something that has the same kind of rounder texture to it. I'm sorry that if this is your first experience with Torrontés, many other Torrontés are going to fall short, but I'm also not sorry at the same time, because I'm very happy to be able to share this with you. So thanks very much for watching, and we will see you all next time.